3xy minus 2 into 9x square y square plus 6xy plus 4. Okay, so this has been factorized into two factors. Okay, so these were very simple applications. Let us look at a more sophisticated sum. Look at this 5 2. Are the numberings different in the new edition? Could you tell me? From my old book, is the numbering new in the new edition? Any new sums added, or are they the
Yes,
same?
sir.
Are the numbering same in the exercises? Yes,
Yes, sir.
numberings are same.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Exercise numbers and sum numbers are all same.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
look at now. Let us look at this sum. Okay. Now in this sum, if you see x plus y whole cube is a perfect cube. Also 27 is a perfect cube, which means that this entire expression can be written as thrice of x plus y whole cube. Because I saw that 27 was a perfect cube, also x plus y whole cube is a perfect cube. Similarly here, 8 is a perfect cube and 2x minus y whole cube is also a perfect cube. So it can be written as twice 2x minus y whole cube. Okay, so that now a can be taken as thrice x plus y and b can be taken as twice 2x minus y. So therefore when I want to factorize, this has now become a cube plus b cube form. Okay, where a is thrice of x plus y. So this is a plus b, a, which is your thrice of x plus y, plus b into a square, that means thrice of x plus y, we use box brackets, thrice of x plus y whole square, e square plus this is minus, sorry, not e square plus, this is minus. Okay, so thrice of x plus y, because the formula is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square, that's why the minus sign, into twice of 2x minus y plus twice of 2x minus y whole square. Okay, so we will now simplify first this expression, 3x plus 3y plus 4x minus
4x,
2y. Okay,
2y.
this is done. Okay, now we'll simplify the second part of the expression. You have 9 times x plus y whole square, okay, minus 6 times x plus y into 2x minus y plus 4 times 2x minus y whole square. Okay, so this first part becomes 3x plus 4x combined to become 7x plus 3y minus 2y becomes plus y only. Okay, and for the second part you have 9 x plus y whole square, x plus y whole square will be x square plus 2xy plus y square, expanding by a plus b, a plus b whole square formula, minus 6. Now you multiply these two, you get x into 2x, 2x square, minus xy plus 2xy minus y square. And then you have finally plus 4 times 4x square minus 2 into 2x into y. 2ab term is 2 into 2x into 2y, which is 4xy plus y square. Okay, so this is your this. So now we have 7x plus y into 9x square plus 18xy plus 9y square minus
Plus
12x square
9y
minus 12x square plus
plus
6xy
6xy
plus 12xy
minus 12x
minus 6y square plus 16x square minus
Sir,
16xy
here will be minus 12
plus
xy.
4y square. Which one?
yes.
Sir, yeah, minus 12 xy plus 6 xy minus 12 xy.
Yes, minus 12xy. Yes, this
Mm.
is minus sign minus 6xy. This should be no plus, and this is minus. Yes, and this should be a plus 6xy because we are opening the brackets, and this should be a minus. Okay, so this is what we are getting. So now if you simplify, you will get 7x plus y. Combine the like terms. 9 plus 16, and you have minus 12. 9 plus 16 minus 12, which will give you 13x square. Okay. Combine the xy terms, you will get minus 4xy. You have 18xy, you have 6xy, minus 12xy, and you have 16xy. Okay, so 18 plus 6 is 24, and 12 plus 16 is 28. So minus, in fact, uh, minus 28 plus 24 will give you minus 4xy. And combine the y square terms, you will get 4. Sorry, combine this thing, you will get 19. 19 y square. Okay, this is how you uh, factorize. Remember that this entire expression 3x plus y has to be taken as our a. Here, here we have taken thrice of x plus y entirely as a, and this entirely as b. Okay, and then we have simplified. Be a little cautious with the simplification because a lot of brackets have to be used here. Okay, and chances of sign mistakes are very high. In fact, I just made one. So you have another sum which is 6 2 a cube minus b cube minus a plus b. Okay. Now see, you know that a cube minus b cube. Once you see this expression, this is the first thing that should come to your mind. A cube minus b cube is a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square. So clearly these two terms can be written in this way, right? But the problem is with these two. What you also see is that if you take a minus outside and introduce a bracket, you will get an a minus b. So see, for the first part, you are getting an a minus b for a cube minus b cube. And for the second part, you're getting a minus b here. That means a minus b can become the common factor. So what you do is, you, before writing a cube minus b cube formula, you group these two terms together. Okay, a cube minus b cube minus of a minus b. You group these two together. Next, you split your a cube minus b cube as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square minus a minus b. Now see, I've got a minus b as my common factor. So now I'll take a minus b out and I'll get a square plus ab plus b square. If I take a minus b out of these two, I'm getting only this one, a square plus ab plus b square. If I take a minus b out of a minus b, I'll simply get 1, isn't it? If I take a minus b out of a minus b, I'll simply get 1. And therefore a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square minus 1. So this has been factorized into two factors, a minus b and a square plus ab. Yes. Okay. Look at the next one. A cube minus a minus 120. This. Now there's something very typical, not typical about this sum. In fact, you see there are three terms. Okay. In all the other sum that we have done earlier, there were either 4 terms or there were 2 terms. And if there were 2 terms, it was very easy to express them in as a difference or sum of 2 cubes and then split them into factors. But here this is a sum with a little difference. See, in this kind of a sum, where you have where you come across such a sum, a cube, and then you have a, and then you have a constant, okay, 120. In this type of a sum, we will try to split 120. We will try to make, in fact, we'll try to make these 3 terms into 4 terms. Understood? Remember this idea. This is very important. Mute all your sounds. Mute your sounds, please. This is a very important idea that you must remember. We want to split this entire expression into 4 terms. And how do I split? I can split 120 into a sum or a difference of 2 numbers, right? But what 2 numbers? I want to split 120 in such a way that it becomes in difference of 2 numbers in such a way that those 2 numbers, in those 2 numbers, one is the cube of the other. See, 5 is the 5 cube, you get 125. Understood? Any questions here? Yes, any questions? I repeat, I need
No,
to
sir.
make these 3
No,
terms
sir.
into 4 terms. I need to make these 3 terms into 4 terms. So I split one term, but which term to split? I will split 120 into 2 numbers such that if one is cubed, I get the other, because 5 cube is 125. Let me take another number. Let's take this a cube minus a minus 64. Okay. Suppose instead of 120, 64 was there. Then I would like to split 64 into 2 numbers such that one is the cube of the other. Or let's say 60, not 64. Let's say 60. Let's say 60. I want to split 60 into 2 numbers such that one is the cube of the other. If you see 64 minus 4, isn't it the cube of one is the cube of the other? See, 4 cube will give you 64, isn't it? Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that is why, that is the main idea here. I want to split 120 into 2 factors in fact into sum of or a difference of two numbers, such that those two numbers, one is the cube of the other. Okay, so what I do is I first split 120 as 125 minus 5. So 5 cube is equal to 125. Now I open the brackets. I've made it four terms: a cube minus a minus 125. And when I open the bracket, this becomes a plus. Okay. Now we'll group the terms. We group the first and the third because a cube and 125 both are perfect cubes. And minus a plus 5 I write together. Now a cube, this becomes a cube minus 5 cube within brackets, grouping now, minus, if I introduce brackets here, I get a minus 5. Okay. Now this becomes easier. Now this is a cube minus b cube, so this can be written as a minus b into a square plus a into b plus b square minus a minus 5. See, I've got a minus 5 as a common factor here, which can be taken out now. Let us first simplify before taking out. Is a minus 5 into a square plus 5a plus 25 minus a minus 5. Now I'll take out a minus 5. Okay, so this becomes a minus 5 into a square plus 5a plus 25 minus 1. Plus 24. Right? Any questions? Any questions relating to this sum?
No, sir.
You understood how to split the number?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes,
Can you
sir.
repeat?
Okay. Let's see the next one. This one. It's also an important sum. A to the power of 6 minus b to the power of 6. See, 6 is, is 3 into 2, right? So I'll split 6 as power 3 into 2. Okay. Now also see, from the laws of indices or exponents, e to the power of m into n is e to the power of m whole to the power of n. You have already done this, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So what I can write this as, I can write this
Yes,
as e square whole cube minus b square whole cube. I can write it this way.
whole cube.
Okay. Or I can also write it this way. A cube whole square minus b cube whole square. I can? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Both
Yes,
ways I
sir.
can write. I can either write a square whole
Yes,
cube
sir.
or I can write a cube whole square. See, if I write a
Yes,
cube
sir.
whole square, if I write a cube whole square, it will be a little easier for us. It's not that it will not work out the other way. Okay, it will be a little easier for us because once I write it as a cube whole square, this can be split as a plus b into a minus b. This is the difference of two squares, right? So this can be written as a cube plus b cube, which is a plus b into a cube minus b cube, right or not? Yes? Can I write
Yes,
by difference of squares
sir.
formula?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So this is the main convenience of writing a cube whole square instead of a square whole
Yes,
cube.
sir.
Now what I do is I split a cube plus b cube by the usual formula, a plus b into a square minus ab
Plus B.
minus ab plus b square. And I also split a cube minus b cube as a minus b into a square plus ab plus b square.
B square.
So this has been split into 4 factors. Okay. Now how to do by a square whole cube? If I write this as a square whole cube minus b square whole cube, I'll show you later. Okay. I'll not show you right now. Okay. I'll show you later when I'll be doing revisions when I finish the syllabus, because I really want to proceed right now with the syllabus. Okay. So it will consume a lot of time. Mute all your sounds. Now look at this one. 64 x to the power of 6
10 5 10
minus
5
minus 729 y to the power of 6. Okay. So 64 is a perfect cube. Also x to the power of 6 is a perfect cube, because this can be written as 4x cube whole square. I can write. Yes, I can write this way.
Yes, sir.
Minus
Yes,
729
sir.
is also a perfect square. I cannot write it in this way. Sorry. This is 8. I'm writing a
8
square,
x
so this
cube.
has to be 8. Not you are saying yes. 8x cube, because I'm writing in terms of square. Let me write one more step then before this. I can write 64 as 8 square, and I can write x as 3 into 2, and I can write 729 as 27. Square is 729. If you don't know, do your division method and check. Okay. If any square number that you come across, if you see that you are not able to understand what the square of what number, do your division method. You know the division method, do it. Okay. And this can be written as 3 into 2. So this now can be written as, just like in the previous example, I write it as a square first, and I write this also as a square first, right? So now this is a difference of 2 squares. So I write this as a plus b into a minus b. Now this is again sum of 2 cubes. This is a sum of 2 cubes. Okay. So I write 8x cube as 2x whole cube, and I write 27y cube as 3y whole cube,
Whole cube.
and this as 2x whole cube minus 3y whole cube. Okay. So which become, this is now a plus b, a cube plus b cube, and this is a cube minus b cube. So this is a plus b into a square minus ab plus b square into 2x minus 3y, that is a minus b, into a square plus ab plus b square. So that this is now 2x plus 3y into 4x square minus 6xy plus 9y square into 2x minus 3y. Naila, you have a question? 4x square plus 6xy. Naila, are you there? Plus 9y square. Fine. This has been split into how many factors? 2x plus 3y, 4x square minus 6xy plus 9y square, 2x minus 3y, and 4x square plus 6xy plus 9y square. This has been split into 4 factors. Okay. Any questions?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No, sir.
no.
Okay, let's do the next one. 32 a square cube minus 8 b square x cube minus
Sir, can't hear anything.
4a square. Mute all your sounds. Mute your sounds. 32a square x cube minus 8b square x cube minus 4a square y cube plus b square y cube. None is a perfect square. None of the terms in the 4 terms in this expression is a perfect square. So what I do is I group the terms first. I group the first 2 together. And I group the third and the fourth together. I've introduced brackets, so this sign changes. Okay. So this is, now you take the HCF, which is 8. A is not there, x cube is there, so 8x cube is your HCF. And you are left with 4a square minus b square. Okay, because you are dividing 32a square x cube by 8x cube. Minus HCF y square y cube, take it out. You will be left with only 4a square minus b square. So you're getting a common factor here, which you can take out. Take it out. 4a square minus b square and 8x cube minus y cube. This is what you are left. This has been split into 2 factors, but remember, again, this can be split into further 2 factors to give you 4 factors. How? Because 4a square minus b square is nothing but 2a whole square minus b square. So this is clearly a difference of 2 squares. Also, this term, this expression 8x cube minus y cube is a difference of 2 cubes. Okay, so we split the first one as a plus b into a minus b, and the second one as a minus b into, let me use third brackets, a square plus ab plus b square. Okay, so ultimately you get 2a plus b into 2a minus b into 2x minus y into 2x square 4x square plus 2xy plus y square. So clearly this has been split into 4 factors here. Understood? Why I grouped first? Because I saw that none of the terms in this is a perfect cube. So that's why I grouped the terms together and took out a common factor. I saw that none of a perfect cube. Also, I saw since there were 4 factors, I could always group them as in twos. So I grouped them in twos, and then it became difference of 2 cubes and difference of 2 squares. Any questions? Let us finish the last one, but I only have 3 minutes left. So you rejoin, okay? I'm disconnecting, you rejoin.